Ashlyn.
And I'm Zach.
And we're traveling A to Z.
This week, we're in New Mexico.
We just stayed in the city of White City, which is literally right outside the park entrance. It's cute. They have like one restaurant that's pretty much only open for breakfast and lunch, and a little hotel. The hotel was decently priced and close, so that's why we stayed there. We're now heading to Carlsbad Caverns, and we're gonna go check out this cavern system on a couple tours. And a heat wave, it's 35 degrees today. We made it to the second national park of our New Mexico road trip, which is Carlsbad Caverns in southern New Mexico. So the visitor center is open 8 to 5. You have to get your reservations online.
Visitors are able to make self-guided tour reservations, which cost $1. It is recommended to get a reservation prior to coming to the caverns so you have a time entry and so they don't sell out. The elevator takes approximately 1 minute and goes 9 miles per hour.
The caverns are 754 feet below the visitor center.
Once you walk into the cave area, there's a whole bunch of displays that you could read about the history of the cave and information. This is also where the tours meet if you're going on a guided tour. If you're not going on a guided tour, you could continue along to the left, which is where the big room is located.
There we came down on the elevators. This is the big room. We're in Carlsbad Caverns National Park. We're in the big room. It's about a 1.3 self-guided tour that you could walk around. It's the largest one in the world you could walk through by yourself without a guide. You could get here by elevator or by self-entrance. Unfortunately, that is closed because of ice, so we have to take the elevator down. We do have an audio tour you could take with the audio that corresponds with the numbers, and you could do it all the way around the big room. It's hard to appreciate how big this big room is unless you're in here. It's probably hundreds of feet across. It's really neat to see.
As you make your way around the cave, they have different signs with explanations about what you are looking at.
That's Jim White's ladder made out of sticks and wire. And Jim White's the one that discovered the cave.
Silent Bell is the largest stalagmite in the whole cavern. It's also special because it has a bell shape. Rock of Ages is a very large column.
So there's different tours you could do here. We are going to do the King's Palace guided tour, which is about an hour and a half long, and they take you to an area that you can't get to any other way.
The King's Palace tour is a guided tour through 4 highly decorated chambers that will take you into the deepest portion of the cavern open to the public. This is 830 feet or 253 meters beneath the desert surface. This is not a super long hike, it's only about 1 mile or 1.6 kilometers, but it does go deep into the cave and then you have to hike up a very steep hill to come back out. In this part of the cave, they have a variety of cave formations, including helatites, draperies, columns, and soda straws. In this cave, you see a lot of stalactites and stalagmites. Stalactites is a mineral formation that hangs from the ceiling of caves. Stalagmites are a mineral formation that occurs when water dripping from the cave on the ceiling deposits minerals on the floor. Above us is soda straws. Soda straws are thin stalactites that have a hollow center like a straw. This is formed by water dripping through the center and forming mineral deposits on the outside Eventually, they'll fill up with deposits and become solid. This is the longest soda straw in Carlsbad Caverns at 7 feet long. Above on the ceiling, you can see stalactites. This is the only cave formation that does not follow the rules of gravity. The formations grow in multiple different directions. Scientists have no idea why these are formed or how they're formed. Some people say this is the guillotine coming for the king's head.
But as you walk through, it's really nice. It's marked well. It's up and down. There's areas that you could use a wheelchair and areas you can't. This is a really cool cave. 1.3 miles if you do the big cave, which I recommend. We also did the King's Palace, which was a guided tour that was $8. I recommend it. It was really good. The big room, it's at your own pace and it's free with your entrance. So now we're gonna go back up. We just finished the big room, which was really neat. We recommend coming to the caverns because it was a lot of fun.
We just saw about 50 mountain sheep as we're driving out of Carlsbad Caverns. Like, so cool. Like, what a really neat experience to see. And they're just chomping away, eating. They didn't even care we were there. Like, we could have sat here probably for an hour and they just would have like looked at us. It was really neat. Now we're heading out of Carlsbad and we're heading back to Carlsbad City. We are going about an hour outside of Carlsbad to Sitting Bull Falls. There's supposed to be a really pretty waterfall that's about 150 foot tall all year round. So hopefully it's nice and impressive. We'll see. So there's some cute little picnic areas here at the Sitting Bull Falls start of the hike. So the crazy thing about this is we just drove for almost 50 miles in the desert and it was just flat. And then you come into mountains and now you come to this beautiful waterfall and it's only like a quarter-mile hike to it. This waterfall is 150 foot tall. There's some pools at the top and some pools at the bottom. Looks like it'd be a lot of fun to splash in during the summertime. So once the waterfall goes down here, it'll seep into the rocks and it ends up in the Pecos River later downstream. There's a nice cement path here with railings all the way to the viewing point of the waterfall. You can go all the way down if you want through the steps.
In case you're wondering, it is not summertime and that is ice right there. It's that cold.
So it is $5, but if you have American the Beautiful Pass, it is free. So you just remember to bring that. The hike is, it's not really a hike. The stroll is really nice up to the falls. It only took us about 10 minutes round trip. You could spend more time there. There's some great picnic areas and you could barbecue. There's some water fill stations and also a restroom. So it's a nice little place to hang out. So definitely recommend checking out Sitting Bull Falls, which is only about an hour from Carlsbad, New Mexico. We're leaving the town of Carlsbad and we are now heading to Guadalupe National Park in Texas. It's about a 30-minute drive from the caverns. So we stayed in White City, which is close, about a half an hour from Carlsbad. So it's not as far of a drive. And our plan is to go do some hiking and hopefully make it to the top of Guadalupe Peak, which is Texas' tallest mountain. We'll see how that goes. But it's a gorgeous day, blue skies, and it's 43 degrees. It's like the warmest we've had all trip. So we're excited. Yay, we're in Texas.
Yay, Texas.
I hope you enjoyed exploring Carlsbad National Park with us. Please subscribe below to follow more of our adventures.